How you doing, guys? I've just put some more fuel in my bag. Very interesting topic today. I've actually got a topic. And my topic is about transplants. Oh yes. A few interesting stories at work, you see, about transplants. I'll tell you the story. You know, one person said, oh, you know, I know someone who had a transplant. They've had a kidney problem since they were young, and they managed to get a transplant a few years ago. And ever since having the transplant, they started doing things that were different. So yeah, they've had the transplant. And ever since doing that, they started doing different things. Things different to usual. And one of those things is, they'd always had coffee their entire life, they'd never had tea. And since having the transplant, they had a craving. And they were wondering what the craving was for, and then eventually it turned out they had a craving for lemon tea. Now the person who donated their kidney to them used to drink lemon tea all the time. They used to love lemon tea. So, you know, you get someone's kidney and you pick up the trait of, you know, enjoying lemon tea. What's going on with that? And then they started, you know, acting in ways that that person who donated the kidney used to act. It's quite funky when you think about it. When you think about, you've got someone else's organs inside you, and the general idea is that you pick up some of their traits, some of their habits, or some of their actions. You know, it's quite interesting. You have people that have heart transplants, and they start picking up, well, they start doing stuff that the person whose heart it is originally does as well. How weird! But yeah, that just gives off the impression that, you know, a scientist has to come along and say, oh, that's because of this. It would be nice if someone came along and said, that's because our soul gets transferred from, you know, one body to another. I do deduce that there's a little bit of soul transference here. I thought that this topic would, you know, spread out a little bit. I mean, I had the image, it was like, you know, how did they come about knowing that they wanted lemon tea? I mean, imagine you've never had lemon tea in your life, okay? Oh, that's the one. The guy had a heart transplant, and the person who used to own the heart was the person's heart who it was a young biker cop in America. Hello. Yeah, he was a young biker cop in America. And the moment this guy got a heart, he had a craving to go and get a fucking motorbike. So he got a motorbike, started riding motorbikes. But no, yeah, I can say, how do you know that that's what you want? So imagine, like I said, with the lemon tree one, imagine you get a transplant and you end up with the kidney or something like that of someone who loves lemon tea. You've never tried lemon tea in your life. You have no idea what it tastes like. Nothing. You've never had it. You've only drunk coffee your entire life. And then you have this feeling, you have a craving for something. Now, you've never tasted it. You can't identify what that craving is. Or can you? So I said, she started drinking lemon tea. But, yeah, she started drinking lemon tea. How does she know that she wants lemon tea? She's never tried it before in her life. When I had the image, when I said to him, I said, you know, that's a bit weird. I had the image of someone going, I have a craving, I don't know what it's for. And they just run to Tesco's or supermarket and they just end up running straight to the lemon tea aisle and going, ah, lemon tea, I want that. And they're just running home and making themselves a lemon tea. Is that how it happened? Or was it sort of they went past some lemons or, I wonder what that's like in tea. And they ended up turning into lemon tea. I don't get it. How do you identify it as something that you've never tried before? It's like, what's it called? Your brain will create a place. You know, just to talk simply because I'm a simple person. It will create a place where it will recollect things. It had this thing with speech. It recognises sounds and turns it into words. You know, doesn't turn it into words, but it recognises words. It's the same with, you know, sounds of anything. The sounds of something cooking. You won't have to learn that that's something cooking. You'll know that it's something cooking from the fact that you've heard it before. But this is something that you've never experienced before. You've never tasted lemon tea, but you have a craving for it. I've had a craving for, you know, New York cheesecake for the last few days. Yeah? But I know I've had New York cheesecake in the past. I know what it tastes like, and I've got the taste in my mouth. I'm just like, I really want it. I really want it. So I don't know if any of you can, you know, sort of relate to what I was saying. Can any of you sort of figure out? So it's like, it's not a psychological thing, it's a physiological thing, because you've experienced it but you want it. But how do you know? How does your brain know that that's what you want? It's a brain, it's got a new kidney, it's still trying to figure out the fact. It's like, oh, this kidney wasn't here before. I'm sure there was a problem here before, and now I've got a new kidney. And now the kidney's got a craving. I mean, what does it do? It comes in here, unannounced, and now it craves things. How does it know? I don't understand how that can happen. This guy that, you know, well, that's more of a thrill thing. I mean, I can imagine someone getting the heart of someone who used to ride a bike and then seeing a bike and saying, oh, that appeals to me. That's the thing though, that's an experience. Then again, maybe that's the same way with a lemon tea. You think to yourself, oh, lemon tea, that appeals to me. Maybe that is what happens. But the situation's very interesting. I find the situation very interesting. Which is the fact that you have no idea what it's like, and your body knows what it wants. And it wants it now. What is that noise? Maybe my radiator's come loose. Maybe I should tighten that.